Hello everyone, PaperSpock here. We're going to play another game, but I thought I'd do something a little bit fun first because I had completed enough missions to get just enough credits to upgrade a card. So we're going to upgrade the pixel art Hulk that we've been using in our Zestroy deck, our Zesty Destroy deck, and we're going to see what we get. So the shiny logo, each upgrade improves the card in some little way. In this case, now Hulk is in shiny text. It's already 3D, it's already bursting out of the card limits, but the big thing that I'm excited to see is if we have something in the collector's reserve. We won't always get these recorded, but it's fun to do sometimes because we could end up getting a new card. And if I do, I'll talk a little bit about it. Otherwise, we'll just move on. I got 200 gold, and I'm not too mad at having 200 gold because what I really want to do is get some collector's tokens, and eventually I'll be able to spend gold to get collector's tokens. It's going to take a while. I only have 2,815 gold, and the only thing I can get right now, which would get me collector's tokens, would be... Sorry about that notification sound in the background. I'm going to quickly go ahead and disable it by putting my device into Do Not Disturb mode. Anyway, looking through here... Yes, okay, so Winter Wonderland. If I had 6,000 gold, I could buy and I would get 2,000 collector's tokens. And some other cool stuff. But mostly the collector's tokens and the credits would be what I would be looking for. Because those are the two ways of getting cards. Because you use credits to upgrade cards along with boosters, but usually I end up running into a wall with getting credits, so that would be the more interesting part, would be getting the additional credits. And for that, and getting collector's tokens. So credits you use to upgrade cards. When you upgrade cards, you get collector's levels, and you unlock new cards like we just almost did, but we got gold instead today, and you also get various other things. So credits kind of cool, collector's tokens what I'm really after. So gotta keep saving that gold. I don't think I will get to 6,000 gold in time. There's only 1 week left, but just something to slowly build towards. And then what do I do with collector's tokens? Well, I can buy a card. And there is a new card every 8 hours unless I pin a card. And I have here pinned Galactus, which is a new card, which is kind of interesting because on reveal, if it's the only card at a location of mine, it'll destroy all other locations. And I don't know exactly what I would do with that, but it's definitely cool. It's definitely one of the cards that is kind of coveted right now. One of the newly introduced cards, so I have it pinned. I'm trying to save up for it. I did have Thanos, but unfortunately it got unpinned, and I'm not sure how that happened. So I'm hoping the same doesn't happen to Galactus. But even if it does, I'll see a different variety of cards then. So I'm okay if it gets unpinned, but I'm really hoping it doesn't. Anyway, let's move on and let's play a game and see what happens. So again with this deck, we've been having some good success, but you don't always win with decks. I'm not ready to say this is the amazing be-all, end-all deck I should be playing. We do have the Nexus again, which was very helpful to us last time because we were able to get a lot of power going there. I don't know if we'll be able to do the same this time. I'm just waiting for my opponent to see what they do. They have the Iron Fist, which suggests they probably have a movement-based deck, because the Iron Fist moves the next card you play 1 location to the left after it reveals. I could play Carnage. I don't want to play Carnage, because I feel like there's better stuff I can do if I wait 1 turn, because I could at least destroy Sabretooth. Though that would lock me up from doing stuff later. So this is a little bit of a dilemma, but I think probably the right move is to wait another turn. Our new location, Atalan. After turn 3, shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 3 cards. Okay. I may not get to play Carnage. That does make things a little more complicated. We'll play Carnage. Because I won't necessarily redraw Carnage. Human Torch is not good news for me. So I feel less confident. If my opponent snapped under normal circumstances, I would retreat. Because when this card moves, double its power. They could play Doctor Strange, which would double it, and then they could play another card, which would double it, so, ooh. Don't love this. So So I'm going to play Sabretooth over at the Nexus. And I'm going to have to say goodbye to these cards. They did exactly what I thought they were going to do. They play Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange pulls the highest cost card to where it is. And in that case, that was the Human Torch, and so the Human Torch doubles. Human Torch would be amazing for my movement deck if I forget it. That would be a card that I want to try to get. Now, I don't have any... I do have a means of destroying cards. Okay, this is good. I'm going to drop Nova, and then I'm going to put Deathlok on top. I think I'm just going to end up in a situation where I have to resign, because I think they're going to be able to get the Human Torch back over to the left. Great, and that's also not great, because that means they plan on moving cards there. Don't love this situation I'm in right now, but I'm going to throw Sabretooth on there. And I think I'm going to throw... really, as a game, I'm going to play that. I'm going to play Electro. And I can play the leader next turn and then play an additional card after that, or do vice versa, depending on what I draw. The Vision. Oof. Okay. I have a sneaky plan. Oh, this is the final turn. I misread that. Okay. I am going... Okay, I'm going to play Storm. This is a bit of a gambit, but hear me out. I'm going to play Storm. I'm going to play Angel. Oh, I can't play Angel. I'm going to only play Storm. I'm not going to get stronger at all, but what I expect my opponent to do is they're going to play Odin. Oh, this isn't going to pan out for me. What I was hoping is I was going to... I stop being ahead if the Nexus stops being strong, and they're going to be able to get ahead of the Nexus. Just don't see a way around this. I'm going to play the leader. We can talk about if I would have won. Blue Marvel. Oh. Maybe I do win this. Maybe they just didn't draw Odin. They had a... Oh my gosh, I actually won.
Victory!
And I did the right move, because I would have lost if I had tried to use Storm to get rid of the Nexus's effect. But I had assumed they had Odin in their hand. I'm sure they have Odin in their deck. It would have moved every card one location to the left. Human Torch would have moved over to the left. It would have gone from 9 power to 18 power. And then, because the Nexus transfers its power to the other locations as well, they would have easily won. So it probably wouldn't have been a horrible idea for me to retreat, but at the same time, I'm glad I didn't, because I ended up winning. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.